In today's episode, we're gonna make 48 t-shirts and 24 hoodies. And the best part is that we're going to save a lot of time. If you want to learn how we do this, make sure you stick around until the end. So let's get started. Since we're going to be using the DTF transfers, there's no need for us to use any of our vinyl cutters. Up here we have the Graphtec CE6060, but we also have the CE6040, the Cameo 4 12-inch, the Cameo 4 Pro 24-inch. And these are some of the projects that we have done in the past with our vinyl cutters in case you decide to get one of those. Up here we have for 72 garments. Imagine having to weed out and apply each layer separately. Let's get up close and count each color for each logo. So we got the yellow, we got the black, we got the green, and the gray color. So that makes it 4 colors. That would be a lot of work, and I'm glad that we don't have to do that anymore. If you're looking for a place to get your shirts and hoodies, we're gonna have the link in the description of the video and on the very first comment. I'm gonna start with this small box, and I'm gonna show you the brand of t-shirts that we bought. Well, these are the hoodies, I think. I was expecting to get more boxes. Hopefully we got every shirt and hoodies, and the brand that we bought are jerseys. 50% cotton, 50 polyester, same with the t-shirts. And I'm gonna put this on the side. And let me start with this now. These are like apple green. And here we got more hoodies and all the t-shirts. I was trying to show you the t-shirts. These are different brand. These are Gildan, but these are the dry blend. And the same thing with the material, 50 cotton, 50 polyester. It's time to go and check the settings, like the temperature, the pressure and all that. And we're gonna follow the rules this time. We're gonna do 315 Fahrenheit and for 15 seconds and heavy pressure. So let's go to the heat press and check those settings. I'm gonna lower this, 315, 15 seconds. Now, all we gotta do is just wait a few minutes and then we'll be ready. While we wait for the heat press to be ready, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting our logos, and I'm gonna start from here. I try to put as many as we could, and these are the measurements for this transfer, and we were able to put about 24 in each of them. And I'm gonna cut it from the center. As we have said it in the past, making videos and whatever the content we make is a very important thing for us, and that's why we outsource these type of products. Saving time is more important than saving money. By the way, if you guys are liking this video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We would also appreciate if you share these videos. Thank you. The only thing I don't like about these transfers is that there is no adhesive or stickiness on the transfer, unlike with HTV. It takes a little bit to get used to it, but it's not a big deal. One way to solve this is to get this heat transfer tape. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pre-press the garment to get rid of all the moist and the wrinkles, just for about 3 seconds, and that'll do. And then I'm going to let it cool off just a tiny bit. I'm going to grab my transfer. And this is a medium-sized t-shirt, and the logo, the top section of it, I'm going to apply it about 7.5 inches, which looks good about there. And then I'm going to bring some of those tapes. I'm gonna place them about there. And then I can lift the t-shirt just to get an idea if it looks aligned, and it's not. It is crooked from the left side, so I need to fix that. I'm really happy with that position. I already checked the height and it looks perfect. Now I'm gonna give it the full cycle. Our heat press is ready. This can be a hot peel, but I'm just gonna give it a few seconds. I'm gonna do this to make it cool off a little bit. But it's totally safe to do a hot peel, and now I cannot have a grip on the tape. I'm gonna peel it slowly just to make sure that nothing comes off. And yeah, it looks great, I think. Oh my God, I'm so glad that we are finally using these transfers. Like I said in other videos, I don't know why we waited this long. Only one press, and that's it. Now I'm gonna turn it and repeat the same steps. I'm going to pre-press it for a few seconds and then reuse the tapes. Now the logo on the back, after having pre-pressed the garment, I'm going to place it about probably 5.5. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Now I'm gonna measure to the sides, and I can definitely see that it's way to the right. I can move it to the left a little bit, but I'm gonna measure that too. I mean, you don't have to use the tapes and measure every single time. I mean, if you wanna make sure that they are completely aligned, then go ahead and do that. But you can also lift the t-shirt from the bottom and get an idea if it looks aligned. For this big logo on the back, I use the 3 pieces of tape, and now I'm gonna lift the t-shirt and get an idea. I'm happy with that position of the logo. Now I'm gonna give it a full press, the full time, full cycle. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit. Remove these. I think there's only been 1 or 2 shirts so far from all the ones that we have made in the past that I saw like certain section of the logo was lifting a little bit, but not too bad. We were able to fix it, but it looks great in my opinion. Now we got a long way to go, but like I said, it's not gonna be as bad as the way we used to do it in the past. We're gonna switch, make it a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna use the other design, like the color, and I'm gonna apply it on a hoodie. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pre-press it, and then after that, I'm going to stick the pillow in between. All right. And I think I'm gonna have to change the pressure a little bit. It depends right now on how fluffy the hood is gonna be. If you look at the pockets, if you didn't use a pillow, you wouldn't get a firm pressure. For this, it's gonna be a real challenge if we did the same thing, if we lift the hoodie. I'm not gonna do that. The hoodies are easier to align, and I'm really happy with that position of the logo. Now I'm gonna give it the full cycle. I'm gonna use another t-shirt to absorb the heat from the hoodie. I don't wanna burn my fingers, and then I can peel it off. Let us know what you guys think about this process. Are you familiar with this process? Are you currently using this too? Let us know in the comments. We would like to know. Now the logo on the back, I'm gonna leave it about 5.5 inches. We don't want the hoodie to get in the way. I'm gonna use the tapes, although I'm not gonna lift the hoodie. I'm just going to use the same technique, the bottom section of it, and I can probably position it a little bit to the top on this side. I didn't really move it that much because it didn't really need it to be. That's good. Now I'm gonna give it the full cycle. Our hood is almost ready, and one thing I wanna mention is that especially when you're just getting started, it is good to use the little tapes, but once you get good at that, it's better to avoid using those because this will take a long time. Look at that. We got a long way to go, but it feels good to know we'll get this project done today. One thing that we love about what we do is being able to work from home and making our own schedule. Do you currently have a t-shirt or decal business? If so, what is it that you love the most about it? Or are you currently working hard to start your own business? We would love to hear from you. A few hours later, and we're finally done. This is the end result. If you guys like this video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. If you would like to support us additionally, we have memberships available. Just go to the join button and you will get all the different options available. Remember that if you want to use the decal calculator to come up with estimates for your decals, make sure to select the gold membership. Thank you so much for your support.